moving forward.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Waiting. I'm coming.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Now, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First down. Here we go. H.E. Gator. Quick look at me. Go. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd and 14. Escaping the pressure right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. And
they'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 24-yard touchdoad. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the ready.
Check, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Shit.
Check 3.
Fair. Deep rip.
Back to throw here. And he's got his target. That's more. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Looking to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Price. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Wentz now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 57, 57. Check. Hey, exit. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Watch QB drop.
Wait, touch.
On play action, it's Wentz. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for number 81. Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Go.
Wentz to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 41, Wentz. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Ready? 8, read. Rock it.
Here we go on second and 12. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I'm going back to you.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Sanders, and he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Throwing on first is Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Price. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Wentz now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Second and 13. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Go now. 15 line. 15 line.
Let's go. Pick it up, T.
Get it.
Second and 11. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. But now it's third down. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Check 50. Check 50.
Ram. Check 20.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he comes back with one complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Right back to Sanders on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Empty.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll drop the throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 81 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
They'll set up a throw. This is caught. And he is going to lose yardage here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, All that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Philadelphia, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.